you all know why we are here, breaking the color barrier in the great American outdoors. And I think the title of this conference and this gathering and this event pretty much says it all. And you look around the room, we have all shades, all different backgrounds, ethnicities, the stories that we bring to the table, the histories of our families, the passions that we have for the outdoors, the parks that we've been to, the places we want to go, all the different activities that we take part in, but yet we're all here for one common cause. And I think that that's what the world needs to see. And as this movement grows and it's spread out there on Facebook and Twitter and Yahoo and YouTube and CNN and MSNBC and Facebook, I think I said that, but just as the word spreads and all the different media, I think that people will start to go, you know what, this is important, and this is the face of our country in this room right now. And I think as the world sees that, we will make changes. I'd like to introduce to you now David Vela, the Southeast Regional Director for the National Park Service.
Well, thank you, folks, and welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the National Park Service Southeast Region. We are delighted to have you with us here today. I also am pleased to welcome our dear friend, Deputy Assistant Secretary Bob Stanton, former Director of the National Park Service. Welcome, Director. Always glad to have you here in Atlanta. To all of those folks from my office, from the National Park Service, from the Washington office, regional office, parks, the superintendents, administrative officers, recruitment folks, all who make us proud in the National Park Service, thank you also for being here today. You make us proud. We are extremely pleased and honored to be one of the sponsors for this groundbreaking conference. Thank you, Audrey, Frank, for organizing this conference, which showcases the efforts and the interest of diverse individuals and communities who are committed to protecting and enjoying our nation's outdoor treasures. We share a great passion together. Making our natural and cultural world as welcoming as possible is something that we all need to do for people of all ages, all races, cultures, and interests.
And now I'd like to introduce to you, most people in this room know this amazing couple. If you are new to our family here, just wait, because you are about to be pulled into something that is so powerful and so amazing, and it just makes you know in your heart that you can do anything that you want, and it is an amazing feeling. So I would like to introduce to you now the masterminds, the strength, the power, the brains, the beauty, and all those other wonderful adjectives that describe this power couple of Atlanta and Florida and the Southeast and the national parks, and I can't even imagine what they're going to do next. Please welcome Audrey and Frank Peterman.
Thank you so much to each and every one of you that is here. My heart is just overflowing with joy and gratitude that you chose to come and be present here this evening. Frank told me, don't take more than 5 minutes. And he likes to say, my wife never saw a mic or a camera that she didn't like. And it's true. But I am going to try to hold it to that 5 minute time slot. I want to emphasize, of course, that no one ever actually starts anything by themselves or accomplishes anything by his or herself, him or herself. And so, big up kudos to Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Interior over Management and Budget and a whole bunch of things. Okay? Bob Stanton, the man, okay, who has laid down a legacy for Americans as important as Harriet Tubman, or as important as, Frederick Douglass, or as important as Iyanka Dent Wright. My sister, stand up over here. Iyanka conferences in the 1990s. And actually, that's how many of us here actually got together in the first place, to kind of form that nucleus that could just shoot out and expand and expand. So I want to welcome each of you to Atlanta. I want to welcome you to the next 3 days that are going to be intensely exciting and wonderful. It's going to be great engagement, because it's like that. That's what we came here to do, to be present, to be with each other, to have our energies magnified and explode out into the universe and create the momentum for that movement that's actually going to hopefully restore balance to our planet and people, because we know that right now we are in dire straits and we need all hands on deck. Am I close to 5 minutes? Yeah. So I just got to tell you a little bit of a story. Oh, listen, the big thing I have to tell you is this. The reason we all brought you here tonight is, after we've been planning this conference for like 5 months, I kept saying, why does September 23rd sound familiar? It's like there's something about September 23rd. And like a couple weeks ago, I was stuck on an airplane down in Orlando, and I said, September 23rd is our wedding anniversary. To get you to celebrate with us, okay? Hey, call the presents at the door. Thank you very much. So, you know, our president, esteemed president, says the story is the thing. And so I just have to take a minute to tell you the story. Frank and I were best friends for 7 years before we developed a romantic interest in each other. And someplace in those 7 years, while I was trying to set him up with all my girlfriends, he took me to lunch. It didn't work. None of that worked. He took me to lunch, right? And while we were sitting there talking, he said to me, so, between the president and the homeless man in the gutter, who's more important? And I said, as if. The president, of course. And he said, well, why? And I said, because the president can do so much more, blah, blah, blah. You know, what can the man in the gutter do? And he said, consider this. How about if you think that there's no greater or lesser in the eye of God? Every human being is exactly on the same level. Amen. So throughout this weekend, as I look at each and every one of you, I will be seeing that reflection back at me. The spirit. You know, the oneness, our common humanity. That's what we were working for. The second big thing that Frank taught me was, what was that other big thing? Oh yeah, wait. So, you know, when he said, let's go discover our country, right? And that's when we discovered the national parks and the fabulous beauty, and then, you know, around the country for 2 months and not seeing any people of color in the national parks, we decided that instead of complaining about the dark, we would light a candle. And so this is the candle.
We are a reflection of the support and spirit of you. It's nothing we're doing. It is you. And we're so appreciative. And, you know, one of the things I would like for you to take away from the conference, unfortunately, I have to be away tomorrow. I have to go to D.C. and be away for a couple of days.
Tell them why, please.
Yes, dear. Secret to a successful marriage. Each year I have to attend sessions of the Congressional Black Caucus Legislative Session. It's this weekend also, so I have to go away tomorrow. Trust me, if I had my druthers, I wouldn't be doing that. But one of the things I want to leave with you is the thought that the work you're doing to protect and conserve our lands, and to protect and conserve the heritage of all of the American people on that land, is work that is born of the heart. It is not in the forebrain. When you see a beautiful mountain, when you see a bird, when you see a lake, you see that with your heart, not just with your forebrain. Intuitively, we know what is important. We know that our connection to this earth is the #1 thing that is important to our life and our survival. Your being here is a testament to that. And we appreciate it, and we know in this new America, we will protect what we love.